Morning, boys. Today we're going to talk about why you need to take back control of your life. Now, I'm sure there was a point in your life where maybe you got into self-improvement, or maybe you were doing something that you really love, and you're like in full control, you were doing so good, you were improving so quick, and then maybe it just started spiraling out of control, right? I'll tell you, I've been there. When I first turned 18, I found out about self-improvement, absolutely loved it, and was just doing so good, waking up cold showers, 5 a.m., reading self-improvement stuff, all this good stuff, trying to do my best to improve. And then, long story short, maybe I'll tell us the story another day, basically for 8 years, I just kind of spiraled out of control. It's pretty rough. And it really wasn't until I found something that I really, really loved doing that I kind of started getting out of that. The first thing that I found that I loved doing was YouTube. I had a small YouTube channel with 5,000 subs, which I feel like in that specific niche was somewhat big, not super big, but it was pretty big, and it grew quick, so it made me feel good, right? It was really cool. I liked it, but then I kind of fell out of love with it, or at least with the content I was making. And then back to being lost after that. A few years go by, and then I'm like, I still want to do YouTube, but I just don't know about what, right? It has to have a purpose. I don't want to do pranks and that bullshit. I want to do making money, improving yourself, shit like that. I want to do something that's actually going to help people, not some bullshit, right? So when I started flipping golf clubs recently, I was like, I forgot how much, because keep in mind, I used to flip golf clubs 3 years ago or something I don't know, it was a while back. And, but I was very unorganized, I was very sporadic, and I didn't just sell golf clubs, I sold everything under the sun. But I kind of fell out of that, I don't know why. I think I just kind of became lazy, I'm not sure. Or I don't think I became lazy, I think I used to buy stuff from thrift shops, and once the thrift shops kind of died down, I didn't adapt to buying from Facebook like everyone else. But anyways, so I started flipping golf clubs, and I just realized, oh my gosh, I forgot how much I absolutely love this shit. I absolutely just love it. It's amazing. And I was like, you know what? If I love it this much, then why not make a YouTube channel about this? Because number one, it's gonna help people, right? It's gonna help people make money. Number two, like I said, I love it, and it's something that I can always do. The only reason why I stopped doing it originally is because, like I said, I used to go to thrift shops, and then I feel like a lot of people in my city caught on to flipping at that time. Maybe from me, maybe from something else, I'm not sure. And so it made it really hard to get your hands on stuff, because people would go straight for that specific stuff. And I didn't know what else to sell. I was like, I don't know what else to sell. And so I was lazy and didn't adapt, right? I didn't try and go on Facebook and negotiate down. I was too scared to, I guess. And I didn't try their method, so I just stopped. I just gave up. So yeah. So now that I've kind of realized, oh, hey, I can do this. I can adapt to shit pretty well if I actually like it, right? So, anyways, that's the story of how I kind of got back in control of my life. And yes, that was pretty recent, actually. That was pretty recent. I haven't been in control of my life for a long time, it feels like. I've been trying to, but I kind of feel like this is finally the thing that I've been looking for, right? Because, for the last 10 years, I'm like, oh man, I used to want to start a blog, right? I used to read a blog called Bold Determined. It was a really good one. No longer up anymore. Really good. And ever since then, and he talked about, starting a blog, writing, and traveling the world, whatever. And I was like, that's so cool. But now I feel like YouTube is more, the new blog, I guess. YouTube's way more popular. People will watch it way more than they will vlogs and all that good stuff. So, this is it. This is what I've been looking for this whole time. I just had to find it. And that's kind of the tough part. And that's the whole moral of the story that I'm trying to tell you, if you're still watching. I guess I could have told you a little bit sooner, but I want to tell you that story first. You need to find something that you love to be able to fall back in control of your life. At least that's how I did it, right? Like, I've tried to discipline, like self-discipline, getting up early, routines, all this stuff, and all that stuff works. But if you don't have something to wake up for, it kind of just makes it useless or impossible. At least for me it did, right? So you got to find something that you love, right? Whether that be flipping or bodybuilding, or even maybe you just love, disciplined routines. Maybe that's your thing. I don't know. It might be. That's cool. But so that's why I always recommend people try flipping stuff they love, because if you love video games, like if you love vintage video games like Nintendo and all that stuff, if you love that kind of stuff, then you're gonna love being able to buy like a limited edition Nintendo, or whatever. Like, oh cool, I get to own this for a little bit. I get to play it while I'm waiting to sell it, and you're gonna absolutely love that. Like when I buy golf clubs, I'm like, holy shit, I get to buy this really nice $300 putter. I get to try it out before I sell it. Like, it's so cool. It's like you get to test everything. It's super cool. And if you think about it, you're gonna test all these video games or all these golf clubs for free, and so it's just fun, right? It's fun, and on top of that, the most important part, you're making money. So yeah, you gotta find something you love. That's why I recommend you try out flipping something you love, because not only will you be doing something you love, but you'll also be making a lot of money. If it's a profitable niche, of course. You can't flip. If your hobby is barbecues, well, I mean, I guess you could flip barbecues. To be honest, I don't know, you can flip a lot of shit to be real. So never mind. As long as it's profitable, though, as long as people are buying and there's somewhat expensive of an option available, which I guess there is barbecue, but whatever. Yeah, I highly recommend you guys try it. Genuinely, like, I think if you're lost, what's the worst thing that could happen? You lose $20. I haven't lost any money at all on anything. I broke even twice out of like hundreds of items. Like, it's not that hard. Like, and to be honest, you may lose some money though. You may, as a brand new person to it. But if you really do your research, which takes like 2-3 minutes, you'll be fine, right? You'll be fine. You really will. But yeah, try it out. Try something you love. Don't try and sell some shit you hate. You can. I have. It's not that big of a deal. It's doable. But if you really want to get into something you love, then just start flipping stuff you love and what you know. Like, it'll make it 10 times easier. And I guess that's all I got to say. There's 100 ways you can get back in control of your life, whether that's through discipline, cold showers, going to the gym, eating right. But this was my way, right? And so I wanted to share my way. That's the whole point of my YouTube channel, is to share everything I'm learning or that I like with people who find it also interesting. Hey guys, I got to go to work. Hope you have a great day.